Hey guys, welcome back to the Laux family farm. Today I'm going to be giving you an update on our winter seed sowing milk jug method. We did the winter seed sowing milk jug method 2 months ago now. It was the very end of February. We did actually make a video on it. I'll put a link here. That way, if you missed it, you can go give it a view. But we planted 4 jugs up that day. We did 3 varieties of poppies, and then we also did 1 calendula plant. Now, a few days later, I did enjoy some time with my children, and I had them help me plant a few seeds of their own. Some of them were really fun. I just gave the kids my seed box and let them pick out whatever they wanted, even ones that I didn't think would actually do well. I also did plant 2 varieties of some leafy greens. I have a butter crunch lettuce and some sort of brassica. I, for the life of me, cannot remember what it's called. And unfortunately, I did just use a regular Sharpie when I labeled these. And so you can see that it is very well faded from the sun. They make these garden markers that really hold up well, and I need to get myself one of those. Yeah, so let's cut into these and see what's going on. I will say there are roots coming out of the bottom on some of these, and I'm really thrilled with the results. So the first variety we are going to be cutting into is the giant rattle. The giant rattle poppy is the first one we're going to be cutting into today. Hi, buddy. Take a look at that. Look at all those poppies. These are definitely ready to get potted up. All right, next we have the Flemish antique poppy. And this one I planted in the white vinegar jug, and I really loved how this jug held up. It's so much more sturdy plastic. All right, so Flemish antique poppies. Look at all of those. They did so good. All right, we also have the hen and chick poppies. Another wonderful success. So again, I did not water these. We live in Northwest Indiana and we get quite a bit of snow and rain throughout the last few months, so there was no need. So these are all the 4 that we planted up together in the video back in February. And this one, calendula, it looks like we only had 1 seed germinate. But that 1 plant does look wonderful and nice and happy. So we'll take her out and find her a permanent home. Okay, so those are the 4 varieties that we did do in the video together. We had the 3 poppies and then the 1 calendula plant. Now, like I said, a couple weeks after I made that video with you guys, at the very beginning of March, I did plant a few more jugs with my children, and we'll see how some of theirs did. We'll check first the sunflowers, because this is truly the one I am most surprised by. I thought that sunflowers, being such warm, loving plants, wouldn't do very well. Look how pleased I am to report we have quite a few sunflowers in there. Can you believe that? So that was my son River. He really enjoyed checking on these, and they would just peek through the little hole. It's so cute. I highly recommend to all you mamas or parents out there, caregivers, do this with your kids. It's a really fun experiment. All right, and then my daughter Hunter Lynn planted a lot of sweet peas. It's one of our favorite. I call her my little sweet pea as a nickname. And so it was her first choice those. I did expect these to do well since they are cold tolerant plants. Still nonetheless very excited. All right, next I really want to show you how these leafy greens did. And I think next year I'm gonna plant the majority of these jugs. I'm gonna plant up with leafy greens because this is amazing. Look at that. And I honestly wonder if I would have started this earlier than the end of February, how soon I could have had these greens. And honestly, I probably would have broken into them sooner, but I knew I wanted to get a video and update everyone on the success that this has been. All right, so this is the brassica. Again, it's like Mizuna. I cannot remember the name. Baker Creek sent me a bonus seed packet of these, so it's not a variety I've ever grown before, but can you believe this? Look. I mean, that is ready to harvest. I could make a salad with this today, and I think I will. All right, before I end the video, out of the 10 jugs I planted, we did have one that was not successful. My daughter Hunterland picked out zinnias, and there's nothing going on. You can tell from the hole, there's no seed germinated. So out of all the plants that we tried this year, the zinnias did nothing, but I think the winners is this brassica, the butter crunch lettuce, and then these giant rattle poppies. Absolutely beautiful. All right, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Please give this video a like and consider subscribing. See you next time.
I'm Doggy.
You are dirty. What are you gonna grow?
Sunflowers.
Hunterland, what are you gonna grow?
Zinnias.
Zinnias.